Hey there, Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Director. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. So it's the end of a long day for me, and I'm not even going to attempt to get into anyone's energy. So I selected the Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light, and we'll start with that, and then we'll move through it as usual. But let's just see if we can, what kind of information we can get from Spirit regarding your general overall energy for this week. What is it you need to know? What should you be focusing on? Where are you at? Where are you going? Well, you have the Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. The Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. All right. Let's think about that for a minute while I start doing this. Divine intervention. Know that you are being guided. Ooh, does that say happiness? It does. Happiness is your purpose. Wow. Divine intervention is occurring. You are being guided, and happiness is your purpose. That's amazing. That's amazing. So you've been working on something. You've been trying to make a decision. You've been working your way through it. We have a new moon that's this week. The week starts out with the moon in Gemini on Sunday, but on Monday we have that new moon at night. And it's in your second house. Ooh, it's in your second house. That's that house of what you value, what's important to you, finances, self-esteem, self-worth. So here's an opportunity for you to set your intention for happiness, right? That sounds amazing. All right, let's see what else Spirit wants to talk about. I do want to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. I really want to ask you to please hit the thumbs up. It helps me grow my channel, and it's a great way for you to give back some of the energy that I use to do these videos for you each week, so I would really appreciate that. I want to remind you also that you should always check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. Your sun sign is the core of you. You've gotten these cards a lot lately. Is the core of you. It's your values. It's how you view the world, and your rising sign is how the world views you, because it's how you're interacting with the world. So it's your personality. And your moon sign is how you feel and react and respond to the energy of like the planetary movements, how other people are acting, their moods, situations as they occur. So you have yeah, let's just get into it. This is really interesting. I can see what's happening here. You guys you made a really great decision at some point, not too far. Like I want to say like this past week, it's like you're in the course of making it, but it was something, you had a lot of regret about something. Something has been really weighing on your mind. This regret card has shown up more than once. And Spirit really wants you to take a look at the fact that you're crying about those 2 cups that are spilt. But there's 3 there that are full of flowers and life. See them at the bottom there? Right there by the dog of loyalty. And when I look at this, I kind of almost feels like 2 of Cups is always the intimate partnership relationship kind of thing, but 3 of Cups is your family and your friends, and it's your support group. And I think Spirit is saying, look around at who's loyal, who's in your family support group, who's been there for you, who can help you through this situation. And this card has been showing up, maybe not for you, maybe this was for someone else, but this is the 7 of Swords. And the 7 of Swords, if you look, it's considered the liar cheater card. But that's not really how I view it. I think when you get this card, it is a warning that either someone is trying to, I don't know why the lighting is so bad, that someone is trying to get away with something, or you are in the process of finding a way through a situation where you're trying to get together what you need and get out of there in one piece. Like taking what you need and hitting the road because the situation was bad. And my nose is itching really bad when I say this. So I feel like this is more about you trying to use your brains, oh my gosh, and your cunning to set yourself up in the best way possible. But these other 2 cards are amazing. Yeah, this one. This one is about following your intuition. This one is also, see again, we have the dog of loyalty. And we also have somebody being supportive and kind and listening to someone else. And so I feel like this is really more about using your intuition and also finding who's loyal to you and leaning on them. And look, you have the victory card, overcoming the hurdles and success. And when I see that barn swallow, see the barn swallow? So if you've lost a family member, which could also be depicted by this Five of Cups, if you've lost a close friend or a family member, this barn swallow is also a bird that's very easy for spirit to come into. And so it could be their way of saying, hey, we're still with you and we love you. So it could be that message also for somebody. And so looks like you are pretty much being set up for success. You're being encouraged to take what you need. You don't need to take everything. Try to be fair. You don't want to be creating negative karma. This is I think standing in your integrity. I almost feel like also with that Seven of Swords being a warning to stand in your integrity, to act with balance and as much fairness as possible, because you don't want to be creating bad karma at this point. A lot of the karma has recently been cleared in the last couple of years, and we just came out of that really intense cycle. Actually, we came out of a stage of that really intense cycle. That full moon in Scorpio was pretty major, and then we're still working our way through it. And I don't think this cycle, actually completes until we get till January 11th of next year. But here, yes, follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. Take what you need. Look for your family and friends that support you, and follow your bliss. Because with this new moon in Gemini, about what is of value to you, what your self-esteem, your material goods, your finances and all that, there should be a sense of peace that comes with this, because there is also a new beginning. So there was a cycle that ended and a cycle that's beginning. And listen to your intuition, follow your heart, pay attention to, I'm so bad at names, but that lady that folds the clothes, Marie something or the other, gosh, I'm so sorry, I can't remember her name, but she says, does it spark joy? And I think that's the way you kind of should be looking at your life right now, as you're making choices and decisions and moving forward. Does it spark joy? If it doesn't make you really happy, then let it go. You don't need to be worried about it. And when the moon moves into Cancer on Tuesday morning, well, Tuesday actually at 12:17 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, so around lunchtime, that's moving into your third house of communication. And so just heard someone on the radio complaining about people that say and so, and I'm like, I gotta quit doing that. Okay, realization. Looking through the people and seeing that there's so much more on the other side. This new beginning has so much to offer you, and there's an opportunity here. Either to accept help of the support system that you have, or to accept the situation for what it is. It may not have turned out as you had hoped when you originally had started down whatever road that was, whether it was a relationship, a job, a group of people that you hung out with, whatever that situation was. You had a lot of hope at the beginning, but now it's time to say, okay, well, that cycle needs to end, and I'm moving forward, following your bliss and accepting things for what they are. But look around for who's still loyal, who's still there. That stuff's important too. And you have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Well, I think that's odd to have Spirit telling Taurus to be patient. I don't think there's a more patient sign out there. I think that you have the ability to be patient far and away more than anyone else. But I almost feel like Spirit's saying that's your superpower, so lean into it. Whatever this is, following your bliss, making these changes, there's obviously a period of mourning before you get to the success. You know, I feel like it's multiple steps. So be patient and allow the growth to happen in the order that it happens. And as that moon moves into your fifth house of fun and romance, whoa, nope, that wouldn't be. That'd be your fourth house of home. Your fourth house of home, there's growth. And more importantly, I think the most important thing is self-love. when you love and accept yourself for who you are, it's so easy to love and accept other people and not let their opinions matter. What your opinion of me is would be none of my business, right? So understand your value, understand your worth, and love yourself. Love yourself. Okay. Wow. Okay. First one that came out was after the storm. After the storm. So yes, I think you're coming out of an end of a tough cycle. A long cycle, a tough cycle. I don't think it was easy, but there's opportunity for growth. There's opportunity for self-love. But this one looks like there's a rainstorm happening and she's splashing in the puddles, and it's called Bring It Into Form. And it's about co-creating with spirit what it is that you want. And since this is in your house of home and family and nurturing, what do you want to create for your home life? What do you want to create that feels like nurturing? Maybe you're at the end of a tough cycle in the relationship, but not at the end of the relationship, right? So maybe you've had this long discussion and you're like, hey, this isn't working. Let's try this, and so bringing that into form, working on the project as you have laid out the plan together. That's an opportunity, but I got to tell you, based on some of these other cards, it doesn't look too much like that. It looks more like someone's done and walking away, especially based on what your reading was for last week. So if that's the case, then go ahead, get grounded. That's the barefoot, and get out, let your emotions out. That's the water. Go ahead and mourn the loss. Don't rush too fast to get into something new. Watch out for being too cunning. Watch out for being too greedy. And watch out for other people doing that for you. And try to find a balance. Try not to be too much. Okay. Try not to create too much negative energy around you. But at the same time, they just sent you pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. That's what that Seven of Swords generally means to me, is finding the clever way to make sure that you have what you need. So use your mind wisely. Don't forget that Spirit is pouring blessings and nourishment all over you. Soak it in. Love yourself. You will see the path forward. It's there. It's there. So this moon is in your 5th house of fun and romance. That's about taking care of you. It's creativity. It's children, which is the ultimate in creativity. Yours and theirs. So by the time you get there this week, just following your bliss is following your heart. This is a real balancing act, right? It's a following your heart and using your mind at the same time. Staying balanced. Staying balanced as you work your way through this process. You have a Wands card, a Swords card, and 2 Cups cards, but you don't have any Pentacles cards, and you are Pentacles. And so I don't want you to lose sight of the fact that even though you're kind of in the emotions and you're splashing through them, make sure that you're staying grounded, that you are staying centered within yourself. Don't be the bull in the china shop, right? Practice that patience. It's your superpower, so use it. Looks like kind of a difficult week, but the opportunity here for success once you overcome those hurdles looks solid. Yeah, my favorite card. Well, my second favorite. I think I like the cherries the best, but this one says chocolate. Nourish your body and soul. This is about nurturing yourself. This is about taking care of yourself. This is about loving yourself. This is about going ahead and doing something good for you that you enjoy. This is about following your bliss. Follow your bliss. Nourish yourself. So be gentle with yourself this week. And be patient with yourself and with others. All right? You take care, Taurus, and I will be back with the new moon reading, and I will see you then. Have a good week.